Have you ever witnessed beauty turn to terror? I'm the Midnight Host, and tonight, I'm taking you to a quiet town in rural Ohio, where Lila Hart, a stunning 20-year-old with a radiant smile, became the center of a nightmare beyond comprehension. What started as strange dreams spiraled into a possession that defied science and faith. Lock your doors. Dim the lights. This one's going to shake you to your core. Lila Hart, a 20-year-old college student with long golden hair, piercing blue eyes, and a beauty that turned heads, lived a peaceful life in her family's Ohio home. She was studying art, known for her gentle spirit and radiant smile, often seen sketching in the garden. But in the fall of 2024, everything changed. It began with nightmares. Visions of a shadowed figure with glowing red eyes, whispering her name in a voice like grinding stone. She'd wake up screaming, her sheets soaked with sweat, her rosary clutched tightly. Her parents, devout Catholics, called Father Daniel, a local priest, while doctors dismissed it as stress. One night, as Lila sketched by candlelight, her hand moved on its own, drawing grotesque symbols she didn't recognize, her blue eyes glazing over with an unnatural black sheen. The air turned cold, and a guttural growl rumbled from her throat. Father Daniel arrived, his face lined with concern, carrying holy water and a Bible. Lila's parents watched as he prayed, but her body convulsed, levitating off the bed, her golden hair whipping wildly. Her voice changed. Deep, guttural, spewing Latin curses that made the priest's hands shake. Doctors had called it a seizure, prescribing sedatives, but this was no medical condition. The room darkened, furniture rattling, and Lila's eyes rolled back, revealing only whites as she spoke of a demon named Azazel. Her mother fainted, and Father Daniel splashed holy water, which sizzled on her skin, leaving red welts. The air filled with a stench of sulfur, and unseen hands seemed to claw at the walls, leaving deep scratches. The possession worsened. Lila's beauty faded. Her skin turned gray, veins bulging black under the surface, her once gentle hands clawing at her own face, leaving bloody streaks. She spoke in multiple voices, mocking her family, predicting their deaths with chilling accuracy. One night, she broke free, her strength unnatural, pinning Father Daniel to the wall, her eyes black voids. The house shook, mirrors shattering, and a cold wind howled, carrying whispers of damnation. Her father tried to intervene, but she threw him across the room with a flick of her wrist, his ribs cracking. The priest chanted louder, but Lila's body twisted, her spine arching backward at an impossible angle, a scream tearing from her throat that shattered the windows. The air thickened with despair, and an unseen force dragged her back to the bed, binding her in chains. The final exorcism was a battle of wills. Father Daniel, bruised and exhausted, enlisted 2 other priests, their voices rising in prayer. Lila thrashed, her body contorting into shapes no human could endure. Legs bending backward, head twisting 180 degrees. She vomited a black, tar-like substance, her screams blending with a demonic roar that shook the house to its foundation. The priests held crucifixes, their faces pale, as the room filled with a blinding light, then darkness. When it ended, Lila lay still, her beauty restored, but her eyes were vacant. Doctors declared her in a coma, her brain activity unreadable. Her parents prayed daily, but one night, Lila's hand twitched, and a faint growl echoed from her chest. The possession wasn't over. It was waiting. Lila remains in a coma, a beautiful shell harboring a darkness that won't release her. Her family hears whispers at night, sees shadows move, and feels a cold presence. The priests warn it's Azazel, biding its time. Can you sense it lurking? I can. Some possessions never end. They wait in the silence. Can you feel it watching? I can. Subscribe The Midnight Host for more videos.